Hey everyone, Tony here from xheli.com. So today we're going to do a mini review for you guys on this all new sample that Walkera sent us. This is the V120D02S. This model right here is a little bit different than the previous version. This is the S model, which comes with the Devo transmitters. And I believe there's going to be different versions available that you can use your 2801 or your 2603 or even the new Devo. So there'll be different packages available. But currently my sample that I received came with the Devo 7 transmitter. So first off, you guys are wondering, what is the difference between this model and the previous model? Well, basically, Walkera pretty much they changed up the plastic on the canopy so it's more durable. The blades are different. You can see here it's more flexible and it's not the foam core blade like the previous model. Now it's like a different type of plastic. It's just very, very durable. Not indestructible, but it's just a lot more durable. They changed up the head. There's no longer a washout base down here for just like the other one, or there's no washout base like the previous model. It's just a direct link from the main grips to the swash plate, so you have less moving parts and less parts to replace if you do happen to crash this model. They changed the landing gear. You can see here I'm pressing down and it's not gonna break. So the landing gear is made out of a more durable plastic. They changed the motor, which I'm gonna show you guys later. And from what I've seen on the website is the tail is different on this model, so it's gonna be a little bit more durable for the tail. So let's give you guys a quick overview of what's included with my ready-to-fly package that Walkera sent me. So up first, Walkera sent me the V120D02S with this Devo 7 transmitter. This is one of the newer Devo lines of the transmitter, the Dimension 7. However, this is probably their budget level Devo series of the transmitter because there's no fancy touchscreens like the Devo 6, Devo 8, or Devo 12. However, it does have all of the features like the bigger brothers. This radio is a step up from the 2603 model because you can fine-tune your dual rate, you can fine-tune your expo, which is perfect for all pilots. You can fine-tune your throttle curve, expo, and there's actually values on the screen. I'll give you guys a quick demonstration right here. There's a value that you can see when you make any kind of adjustments, so it's a lot better than the 2603 transmitter. And the cost should be very affordable with the ready-to-fly package with this transmitter. So I'm loving this transmitter so far. And if you guys want more info on this transmitter, which I'm not going to go into too much detail about, you guys can always go into RC groups or HeliFreak. And on HeliFreak.com, Bob White or Finless did a very good video on explaining on this new transmitter setup, which I'm not going to explain too much for you guys. Up next we have here is a wall charger to charge the included 1-cell 600 milliamp battery pack. And this is a new improved battery pack. It's a 20C version, so it's going to be a little bit more powerful than the previous model. And now you get two battery adapters. You have one to plug into your included wall charger, and you have another or a JST plug that plugs into your ESC on this helicopter because it now has a stronger brushless motor. So that they're using the high current or a little bit bigger JST connector compared to these micro plugs right here. Up next is a bag of accessories. You get a plastic screwdriver to make adjustments to the Flybarless unit. You get an Allen key or two Allen keys to take out and change the feathering shaft if you ever need to. You get extra torque tube gears. You get a bind plug, and that's pretty much it with the accessory bag. And you also get an extra set of main blades, which is going to be or which should come in handy if I do happen to crash this model, which I don't plan on doing anytime soon. So on to the good stuff. You guys can see here is the helicopter. Pretty much, once again, really stiff blades right here. Not stiff, very flexible and durable blades. I'm flexing it right here, and it's not going to break or snap like the foam core blade. So it's a very good feature or a very good design that that Walkera implemented with these helicopters. Canopy is more durable. If you guys haven't seen the new video that Walkera posted on YouTube, there's a guy actually stepping on this canopy and he just picks it back up and it's just more durable. The previous canopy, if you actually squeeze it like this, it will snap and just break along the canopy, but now you can see here I'm squeezing it and it's more of like a flexible PVC type of plastic, so that's a good plus that Walkera is making the products better and better. So now on to the internals. You can see here this is their newest receiver slash Flybarless unit on here. It's a little bit different than all of the other ones. Now they have the aileron and elevator gain setting on one knob instead of having it on different settings right here. Up next is the aileron and elevator extent, which pretty much controls how much swash movement you have. And you also have another knob on the far right that controls the maximum amount of, or maximum or minimum travel that you can set on your tail, which is awesome. and you have little switches up here to turn on and off the gyros and whatnot. The ESC on here is, I believe, a 20 amp speed control, so that's a big improvement over the other ones. It's a 20 amp speed control, and now the motor is different. The previous model had a in-runner motor, but this is now the outrunner motor. I believe this is the same motor that comes with the M120 and also the V120D05. And I was able to get a quick test flight out of this one, and this motor is awesome, guys. It says you get long flight times with the stock battery, and you also get a lot more powerful. There was very little bogging, which is a big plus that Walkera is actually listening to us, and they're making their stuff better and better. So moving on next, the battery fits right up in here. The landing gears is made out of a more durable plastic. You can see here it's very flexible, so it's not going to snap unlike the other models. And the main gear, from what I see on the website, they said they improved the main gear, so it's actually stronger. From what I noticed, it's actually thicker, so you shouldn't strip out the main gear that easy anymore. You get three, I believe these are digital servos, or very tiny digital servos from Walkera for the cyclics. And you have a torque tube gear driven system for the tail. You have here is the push rod, the control guide, and a tail servo. And it's just a very awesome looking helicopter that Walkera actually, once again, they improved this model a lot. The tail is actually bigger, more beefier, and it's more durable. The tail fin is made out of I believe a 2mm carbon fiber, so this is a little bit overkill for this helicopter, but it's better to have something that's overkill than too little and having to break when you crash. And I guarantee you guys would never break this carbon fiber tail fin. If you do happen to break it, you probably crash really, really hard with this helicopter. So that's pretty much it of the overview for this helicopter. So let's bring this thing outside and show you guys how this thing performs. Alright guys, we're outside to give you guys a demonstration of this new and improved Walkera V120D02S. So turning on, my flight switch, good feature on the transmitter. Alright, plugging battery in, let it initialize, and let's go for a takeoff. There we go, that's set. Let the ESC beep, and spooling on up. You can see it's very stable with the 3-axis gyro system on here. Tail holds pretty good. Right now I'm just in normal mode, so I'm going to put it into idle up mode. Excellent power. The head speed is definitely a lot higher than the previous model with the in-runner. Give you guys a quick demonstration, so I'm going to do a strong climb out. You can see there, lots of power on the one cell. Pitch pumped. Tail does kick out a tad bit, but it's not bad for a small helicopter. You can see excellent flip. It flips, pretty good. Do some rainbows. Very smooth and stable. It does drip a little bit on the ailerons, but it is a small helicopter, and I have my servos maxed out on the extent pot, so it is a little bit of binding on the extreme stick settings right now that I have it set on. So I can always come back and fine tune it to get rid of that drifting or that roll as I'm flipping it. Power is good. Let me fly it around. It's pretty stable, doing some forward flights. Pretty quick. Kind of bogged there, but this motor has plenty of power. Right now I'm just doing a lot of flips, trying to load up the battery, and the battery's holding up very good. The included battery with my sample was a 20C battery, so it's holding up very good. All right, let me put into stunt mode 1. and fly it around. Just do some slow circuits for the last remaining of this flight. Show you guys how stable this thing is. Nose in. It's very easy on the sticks, very little correction needed with this new Flybarless system. Right now I'm just doing some fast forward flight. I can see for right now my gain is a little high because it is bobbing a tad bit, but it's holding very good so far. I've been flying for a good, I would say 4 minutes, and the power is just still delivering the power that I need. Let me go land it. Put in throttle hold. So you guys just saw the flight performance with this one. It's definitely a big improvement over the previous model. I was flipping it, just doing some circuits, flipping it the whole flight. And you can see the battery held up great. It's, you know, not even that warm at all. So it's about like not even 100 degrees. So it's a big improvement over the stock setup, and this power is being delivered on this helicopter. And it flies really good. I could fine tune it a little bit more because I know when I'm flipping it, it does roll a little bit. And that's probably just on my end because I'm flying it pretty much bone stock with no adjustments to the transmitter. And I want to point out too, that Walkera is finally listening to us 3D guys. They're finally setting the helicopter out of the box for 3D. So right now at mid stick, I have 0 pitch, and that was just out of the box like that. And in normal mode, they do have a little bit of pitch set up on this transmitter. So when you hover in normal mode, it does hover at half stick, but it took me like 10 seconds to come back and fix that. And that was just, you know, very easy. And that was the only adjustment that I'd done to this transmitter for this flight. You know, no tweaking, no nothing. And I'm just very impressed with the way this thing performed. If you guys want more info, you guys can always, you know, keep checking up on xlr.com or check on the Walkera website on when this model will actually be available, because currently right now, at the time of this video, is only a sample that we received in. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.